Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. If you're new here, my name is Maria and in today's video I have some more Valentine's DIYs. These turned out beautiful and they were so easy and so inexpensive to make. I did use mostly Dollar Tree items. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you do, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time I upload. With that being said, now let's craft. Hello everyone, so for the love heart I will be using a Dollar Tree Decor wood letters and this beautiful ribbon. The only thing that isn't from Dollar Tree are the beads, but Dollar Tree does carry beads and these ones are from Amazon. So I'm going to start off by painting my heart using some white chalk paint. I did try to use the dry paint technique, or at least I tried, but I did add too much paint to my paintbrush. But I did want this to look more of a whitewash, so I didn't paint this perfect and left some of the wood peek through. And this is how it looks. Now I'm going to work on the beads, and I'm going to use a total of 39, and I'm going to place all of them in a bag, then add some antique wax and a little bit of water. This is the easiest way to paint these. I actually got this idea from my friend Fanny by Creations by Fabi. She did this to her beads and it works. So I really like this idea. To let them dry, I just opened the bag and left them there for a couple of minutes, and then I took them out and put them on top of a plastic bag. I decided to put mine on a string like that. It's going to be easier for me to add them to my heart. So my first row is going to have 16 beads. My second row is going to have 14 beads, and my third row is going to have 9. I didn't end up using one of them, so I'm showing 10 here. To glue the beads, I left the string on like that. It's going to be easier, and I'm also showing you what I did first, but I do recommend you doing it how I did it after, with adding the popsicle sticks first and then the beads. It's easier and it's less messier. And this is how I did it first. I just added some glue to the little sides of the heart and to the back pieces. Here is where I decided to add the popsicle sticks to the back like that. It's going to have some extra support, and all I did was just cut a few popsicle sticks to fit the back and then glue them. Here is where I realized that it was going to be easier for me to add the popsicle sticks first and then the beads on top. So that is what I did, and this is what I recommend you doing first. Just add the popsicle sticks first and then the beads. Once I finished adding the popsicle sticks, I went ahead and added the beads. I used hot glue, but you can use wood glue instead. And now that everything's glued, I'm going to flip it around and tie the strings and glue them. This is going to secure it some more since I didn't use wood glue and only hot glue. So for the ribbon, you can use this one, the Dollar Tree carries, but I decided to use this other ribbon that I have. This, I got it from Michael's and it was $3.99. Use a coupon. Now I'm going to just cut a piece of that ribbon and glue it to my heart. And look how pretty it's already turning out. You can actually just leave it like this. I think it looks perfect like this already, but I decided to add the word love using the Dollar Tree wood letters. I'm only using the L, the B, and the E. I decided to use one of these hearts for the letter O. I painted the letters red, and the heart I stained it using the Waverly Antique Wax. I'm going to just glue them to my heart. And that is it. The last thing I did was put the string back and made a bow using the same ribbon. And look how beautiful this turned out. I absolutely love this. It is one of my favorite Valentine DIYs. For my next DIY, I'm going to use another Dollar Tree wood heart, some more ribbon, and this placemat. I actually used the placemat in one of my previous videos, so I'll have that linked down in the description box in case you want to check that out. It is also a Valentine's video. I'm going to start with the heart and I'm removing the string, but I'm saving it because I'm using it at the end. I'm going to make a stripe in the middle using a ruler and a pencil. Actually, I'm using a color pencil, a brown one to be exact. I do want to paint that middle part using the antique wax and the rest using the Waverly chalk paint in white. I'm using the same technique, dry painting this so it can be more washed and it can also match the other DIY. When I was painting it, I was like, oh my gosh, I have painter's tape, so I decided to use that, so like that my lines can be nice and straight. And this painter's tape is from Dollar Tree. Once I was finished, I did let it dry first before I removed the tape. As I was removing it, I flipped it around and put it on the other side. Then I'm going to paint the inside using the Waverly Antique Wax. I let this dry before I remove the tape. And look how pretty this looks already. I think you can even just leave it like this and don't add anything. But what I'm adding is a piece of this placemat. I got this placemat from Dollar Tree. I'm going to cut out family is the heart of our home. When I did the measurement of my stripe, I thought I had the right ones, and as you can see, it doesn't really fit. It's more up to the top, and I actually wanted this to be in the center. That's why I'm going to cut off a little bit more just so it can be in the center. So to glue this, I'm using hot glue, but what I did is I put a whole bunch of hot glue and then put it really quick before it got hard, so like that I can try to smooth it out and there's no bumps. Look how beautiful this is turning out. Now the next thing I did was stain some beads. I used the same method I did in my first DIY. I put them in a bag and then added some antique wax. I'm using the same string I removed from the sign and just adding the beads to it. Once I am done, I'm just adding the string to the sign, and actually this is easier because this already has these little plastics, so you don't even have to tie them. I use a total of 8 beads. And look how beautiful this looks. You can just leave it like that and use it all year round, or add some ribbon like I did. And I didn't use a lot of hot glue like that. I can just remove it later after Valentine's and just leave this hanging all year round. I used the Dollar Tree ribbon for the bottom, and for the top I used the thicker ribbon. And I'm going to do the same thing, but I am not going to glue anything in the front. I'm only gluing it in the back because I am going to tie it in the middle and add a bow. And that is it for this DIY. I absolutely love how this turned out. I think it looks so beautiful and it matches the rest of my decor. For the arrangement, I will be using 1 jar, these little cute heart picks, 2 heart grapevines, some ribbon, and 2 beads, and some greenery. Everything's from Dollar Tree except the greenery and the beads. I'm going to start off with the jar and remove the lid. I do want the bottom to be white, so I'm using some painter's tape to tape it like a little bit above halfway. Think about you all the time. Looks like you're changing and all. Well, why didn't you call? I'm using some chalk paint to paint the bottom, and I only did 1 coat. You can do 2 if you want, but I wanted this to look more rustic. I let this dry for about 30 minutes and then I removed the tape. Now I'm going to put my arrangement together. I'm going to start off by adding some ribbon to the top. Then I'm going to put the beads on a piece of jute string and then tie it to the jar. Do you think about the things we used to do? No, you couldn't stand tall. So why didn't you? I'm going to make 2 bows. The first bow is going to be made out of the same ribbon, and the second bow is going to be made out of jute string. I'm going to stack these up and make a double bow. Why didn't you call? Something in the air, always something in the air. For the greenery, I'm using this boxwood, and I got this from Walmart. It was 97 cents. I am going to cut all the stems off and then just place them inside the jar. The next thing I will be adding is these little cute heart picks, and look how pretty these look. I'm going to add the grapevine heart, but in order for me to add them, I removed the sticks from one of these little hearts and then just add them to the heart, and it worked out perfectly fine. I didn't even have to glue them. You just have to push them right in through the vines. And that is it for this arrangement. It is perfect for a home decor or even for a gift. I think this looks beautiful, but you gotta let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite. I would love to know. I have a part 3 coming up this Wednesday, so please stay tuned and don't forget to turn on the notifications so you can get notified when I upload. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please give this video a thumbs up because it really helps my channel. Until next time, bye.